Mr. President, fellow delegates, the myth prevails that Europe is the only rich place on earth. This is not true. There are other places comparable to us in terms of wealth, but for some reason, refugees and migrants are not flowing there. This is because wealth is not the only element that determines where people choose the future of their children. Such values like tolerance, openness, respect for diversity, freedom, human rights, and the Geneva Convention are also a magnet attracting them to us. And we refuse to change in these respects. By contrast, many countries represented here deal with this problem in a much more simple way, namely by not allowing migrants and refugees to enter their territories at all. This is why suggesting that Europe is an example of poor treatment or indifference towards asylum seekers is sheer hypocrisy. Mr. President, let us have no illusions. Syria's crisis will not be solved unless a common denominator of interest is found among the regional players. But the peace plan must not be only a formula for defining a new division into spheres of influence. Today, the circle of proponents of the idea that Bashar al-Assad should be part of Syria's transition is growing. Yet we cannot forget that millions of people have fled his horrific methods. During my trips to the region, I was told that Assad's victory would only lead to another exodus. The only goal and intention of the peace plan for Syria must be to make it possible for the people to again start leading normal life in the region. Mr. President, this year will also be crucial in the global efforts to fight the causes and consequences of climate change. With a pledge to reduce CO2 by 40% as compared to 1990, Europe remains in the lead of this process. Victory is possible when everybody moves in the same direction and at a similar pace.